Hello and welcome. Today is going to be something a little bit different because in the previous video I mentioned that I was thinking about starting up a second Let's Play on Steel Panthers' main battle tank, which is the modern day version. It's the same game engine and it all works pretty much the same, except we've got more modern units and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a Middle Eastern campaign fighting against Afghanistan, Iraq and Syria. We're playing Great Britain, and there's going to be 10 battles, starting date July 2001, and it's going to go on about a year's time. So these are my settings. AI tank heavy, I usually toggle that, so it's starting us off this time, but it might sometimes be on. In the next battle I'll probably have it on. I usually flip a coin and, see what it's going to be. Yeah, they've got 1,000 more battle points than us, just to make it a little bit more of a challenge, and difficulty level's hard, so we've got minus 5% repair points. You can go up to the hardest, but since they've got 1,000 more points, we'll take it from there and see how it goes. So, yep, continue. Middle East, Syria. Right then, now what we do is we pick a core force that will stick with us all the way through the campaign, and they'll gain experience over time, and also if they get damaged we'll have to spend points to repair them, which will remove points from the next battle. And we can have 200 units in this core, but one of them's taken up by the headquarters. Now the headquarters, you are a member of the headquarters as the officer, and if the headquarters gets destroyed, you are dead and out of the game. The campaign ends there. I think for the AI, they can just get another headquarters and carry on, because it's as if a different commander's taken over, kind of thing. But I've never actually destroyed a headquarters, so I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works, but we'll find out. So how I usually like to start out is I get a couple of light helicopters, usually the smallest I can find, because these can take off, go to a high altitude, and can give us kind of a view quite far away of any large units, like tanks and trucks and things like that. They're not usually very good at spotting smaller units unless they're much closer, but I won't be using them like that because they've got no weapons, and they'll be quite vulnerable to any kind of ground-to-air missiles or anything like that. So we'll keep them back. We'll move them forward as we move forward. And basically, that's all we're going to get from the miscellaneous section right now, because we're going to go straight over to armor section, and we're going to get a Challenger squadron. So full squadron of Challenger 2s, quite well armored. So get them. Then what we need to do is we need to get some close support tanks. Probably get the close support combat team, because it comes with infantry support, which, yeah, that's pretty much what we need. Get them. The thing about the close support Challenger 2s is they have more heat rounds than they normally would, so they've got a slightly different loadout, but the same tank. Then we'll get some light tanks, I think, that can, 4 of them. Scimitar. See, these are much lighter, but they're much quicker, so they can get in there and hopefully help support the infantry a little bit more. So we'll take a couple of them. Now another thing that I want to look at, carry capacity 0, so we can't be using these tanks to carry men this time. So it looks like we're going to need these strikers, anti-tank guided missiles. I don't think we're going to bother with them. Not right now anyway. We might get some later on if we've got enough units left, or we might get them as support units. Because after we've purchased this core force, we then get support points to buy some units that are specifically for that mission. And then the next mission we'd have to spend the points again to get the support units. Anyway, we'll get to that. So we've got the headquarters, 2 light helicopters, we've got our squadron of Challenger 2s, the normal loadouts, we've got the close support tanks, and our support section with the Warrior APCs. We've got then 2 groups of light tanks, 2 platoons, and then we're going to go over to artillery. And what I'm looking for is field guns. You can either go for the 8, 6. But I don't think, what I'd rather have is something like this SPA troop. Probably 4. Yeah. See now, that's quite expensive compared to that one. But this has... hang on a minute. Range 215, 220. Yeah, it's got more range, but this one has more high explosives. And this has sort of a split between high explosive and armoured piercing. And this... Again, it's the lesser ranged one, and it has sort of a split again, but more high explosives. What we'll probably do is I'm tempted to get these, but I might get 4 of them. And now I'll tell you what, we'll go with that. We'll get 1 of these, so we've got 4 with the armoured piercings, and then actually no, we'll get another 4 but without. And the thing I like about these is they're sort of a mobile artillery unit. We could move them around the battlefield, but they have pretty good range on them. And that's our artillery. We could get some... what's this? Off-map rocket. Ooh. For now, that's our artillery. And then what we need is some kind of SAM unit. Now this. Either go for Toad. No, I'd rather go with this. So we'll get these to protect us from aircraft that could give us some bother. And we'll probably have some infantry SAMs as well, but we're going to get to that next. So, infantry. Now what I'd like to do, got quite a lot of points remaining. So, we've got quite a lot of units that we can buy as well. So, let's have a think. I'd like to get commandos for this. Commando company. We'll go with that. That. The scouts. Can either go for more hand grenades. These have better vision. I think that's night vision. That'd be good. Same with him. Yeah. We get the infantry AT, yep. Now we're going to buy quite a few of these, so 6 of them. It's quite a lot of infantry. And then we might even get rid of a couple of things if we need to. Let's have a look then. We need transport for these. So, tracked APC, speed 25, wheeled APC, speed. Yeah, we'll get the tracked APC because we are in the desert. Warrior. Gonna get. Oh, for his artillery as well, we need. Actually, we need forward observers. What's the SAS section with transport? We might get these. I think we will. We'll get 2 of them for his groups of artillery. Only gives us 6 units remaining. What we might do is we might get rid of. Well, I might get the trucks out of the support. Yeah, I think I'll get the trucks out of the support points. Don't think we'll need. We don't need prime moves or anything because we've not got field guns. Don't think we'll need barges in desert. Not got many points left to spend actually. We've got a pretty formidable force. We'll get some APCs then. We could only afford 1. How much are those SAS teams? Quite expensive, whereas yeah, these are much cheaper. Actually, we'll get rid of the SAS teams. We'll go with these, 2 of them. Just making sure that the carry capacity load cost 3, carry capacity 4, yeah. Because I have, at one point I bought these with just Land Rovers and carry capacity is only 2, which is fine for these lesser teams, but yeah. We'll have to get this. What's this? No, it makes it more expensive. Okay, we'll get 2 of them again. And that leaves us with 600 and odd points for our. Yes, we've got just enough for 4 of them. Oh, we can get. Now then. Actually, these can carry more men. We can get quite a lot of these, actually. Well, the more the better. Yeah, we've reached his limit. So we've got 11 of them. It's not too bad. Right then, so what I've done is I've just taken a quick look at the map, and it were quite featureless, so I opened up the random map generator and just generated it, and I quite like it. We're on this side. There's a couple of roads, some buildings. The victory hexes are quite scattered, which could make it a little bit difficult. And there's lots of trees which will hinder our ability to use tanks in some of those areas. So you see, this is why I bought quite a lot of men, because although we're fighting in the desert, some parts are somewhat vegetated. So yep, we'll have a look at what support units we can get. I think straight off we're going to need plenty of trucks. Now, I'm tempted to go with the heavy lorries because you can fit quite a lot in them, but they do move much slower than, for example, speed 18, speed 15. They're not that much slower, but, you know. Or we could go with light trucks, which can't carry half as much, but they're much faster. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the heavy lorries. We'll buy quite a lot of them. So we got 16. Is that going to be enough? No, we'll get some more. And it's a meeting engagement, so we don't need anything like... Where are they? Like these mine clearing tanks. Not going to get any of them. Not yet anyway. We'll save that for an attacking mission. We'll then have a take a look at what we can get in. We can have 8 airstrike units. So, let's have a think. Tornado. Brimstone. Yeah. Get a couple of them. These have got £1,000 bombs. Paveway. Yeah, we'll get some of them as well. Leaves us with not really many points remaining, but yeah. Could get a couple of helicopters just for carrying forces in. But we'd have to get rid of something. No, I'll tell you what. We'll go with... Actually, we might get ourselves just a vehicle for the headquarters to keep us safe in his travels around the map. Yeah, we'll get this. And I'm pretty sure we can't afford anything else. Oh, machine gun sections. Actually, you know, I think we might get rid of that. Get ourselves a couple of machine gun platoons. Browning heavy machine gun. A couple of them. 360. Can we get the helicopters? Ah, 368. Could try getting rid of... We'll get rid of some of his trucks. We'll get these because they can drop men off quicker. I can carry more in each, but they can't travel as fast. But that'll do. That'll do. Right. And then we'll go and see what we can get. Can't get heavy lorries, but maybe we can get just a couple of medium trucks. Better than no. Yeah, a couple of medium trucks. Maybe we can get a cheap sniper. Yeah. Ah, bang on the money. There we go. Yep, so that's our force. Let's go to the deployment. Human deploy. So the way I usually do this is I lay out my force and then see what I'm going to do with it instead of having them all crammed down this side. So zoom it in a bit. So we've got his headquarters. Then we've got, oh yeah, his choppers for scouting. We've got his main armoured spearhead. Then we're on to our close support tanks and our support infantry and their associated APCs. Then scimitar light tanks. Then our artillery units. Got 2 groups of them. Then our... Oh, is this a SAM unit? Yeah. We got that. Oh yeah, 3 of them, and then we're on to our commandos. So... yeah, so that's 1 company of commandos. So we've got quite a lot more of them to go. Let's lay them out. Yep. 3 of them. Another 1. And another 1. And another 1. Right, now it's forward observer teams. 1 for each group. Put them together. And what's this? Oh, these are his APCs, aren't they? Yeah. So, and then we're on to his trucks. So we have quite a lot of them. And then there's helicopters for transport. Couple of medium trucks. Heavy machine gun section. Then for his headquarters, we have the Warrior APC. Another heavy machine gun section. And our sniper. And then that brings us back to the headquarters. This entire force, it's quite sizable. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a quick think off camera how I'm going to have this set up, and then I'll pick it up from there. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a split force. So I'll send a lesser force up this secondary road, swoop in and capture these. Make it probably progress onto there. Travelling over this open ground, there's some density to that grass if you look up there. Not much light, but it could be a good place to sort of stash a few scouts and things, but to be fair, the trees are going to be the best place to advance through. Don't really want to be going over the open ground with infantry. And then on this main road, we'll send us the biggest force to seize these. But they'll probably do the same thing because it's the primary road and it's where all their objectives are. So first things first, let's load up the obvious. They're part of that. So a close support group. Then light tanks. We'll probably have one group down south. We'll move them up the road first. Then we'll also split our artillery. So which one? These have got the armor piercing. Can deploy up to this line, so put them, I think, near the road so they can move at full speed, but spread out a little bit so it isn't easy to just bombard them all in one go. Maybe not that far forward. In fact, we'll put them all up there. And then this group, they can come down here, sort of position these again in the trees where they're less likely to be seen by any aircraft or anything. Then what have we got? We've got his main tank force. Now I'm not sure about the radio capabilities. I think when they're in these platoons like this, you have to keep the platoon together, but I'm not sure about this, the command link to the CO. Because I was thinking maybe I could put one group of these down south. I hope we can, because that's what I'm going to do. And then I was thinking same thing with the close support tanks. Put one group down here. Put these back a little bit. And take one lot of the infantry down here. And then the rest of them will be part of the main force. Then as SAM units, you could position these around here to defend our artillery. We'll load up our headquarters into his APC. So shop around here for now. Might move him later. And then load up some of his commandos. Get his heavy trucks. What are these? These are his APCs, aren't they? Right. It's forward observers actually, hold on. Put one of them here, ready to embark. One of them down south with the other artillery section. Ready to embark. Now the thing about this is, we're not going to be able to take everyone, I don't think, in these. We carry 10. These are 12. You see, these are too heavy to go in these APCs anyway. So they will have to go in trucks. We're going to have to, again, we're going to have to ferry guys forward and then bring them back, bring the trucks back to pick up more, like in the World War II campaign. So we'll load up our first commando group. We'll have to put some in the trucks as well, but they can go towards the back of the convoy. See, all them can fit in. Can we fit someone else in? Yeah. Yeah, we can. We can fit. No, we can't fit him in. Go in that one. Carry cost 5. Into there, and then we'll bring a heavy machine gun team. Can't fit them all in there, so. Then he's a sniper as well, we'll bring him along. And then we've got one spare truck here, so keep it as a spare. Let's position these APCs first. In fact, no. APCs. Yeah, I don't want the platoon leader at the front. There we go. Then the trucks. Then we've got the spare. Put that back in the pile. Then what we'll do is we'll put a platoon of these at the front. Well, not quite, because we'll have the... In fact, we'll bring the light tanks up at the front. They can go ahead. And put these. And then we'll put these here, ready to go that way. And then this will decide what we're going to do with it soon. These we're going to have back here, lower down, out of sight. This one, we'll put it down south. Yeah, it's quite a big map. Because although it's spare, because it's such a big map, I think it'd be wise. Now, close support group and their APCs. What to do? Yeah, I might actually pack some of these up on top of each other, which I don't usually like doing, but I don't think we'll get an artillery strike straight away. Yeah. Put these down there, and these. Yeah. And then have these ones ready to join the road. Then as main tank force again, we'll have these. See, I could distribute things. Actually, you know, it's quite a wide front, but I'd rather push ahead and come through this way with the armoured section. Put some commandos in these trees. Yeah, could put these tanks that I've got back here. Yeah, might put these actually back here. Don't want it in the rough, could get stuck. Put them back here. So what they can see. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'll probably move them up when the game starts. And these as well. Might put them. Decisions. Do I split my force up, or? No, I'll tell you what. We won't do that, because if need be. Oh, I don't know. No, we're going to put them down here. Put them down here. Yeah, kind of have them as static guns. Until they're needed. And then we'll put a commando group in this clear in here, and we'll move them around. So, CO. Go back there. Might actually space them out a little bit. Different platoons. I'm going to want some. Probably artillery strike around here, actually. Then we've got scouts. They can run ahead. And a commando sniper as well. Then a couple of laws. Now, they have tanks, so probably put these with this group. And mortars. Can go back here. Oh, we got the Star Streaks too. They can go up here. Yeah. So they are going to just sort of be a defensive force. Nice. Okay then, we're getting somewhere. Right, let's get another batch of trucks, and I'll set them up so I can load up them, and then right, okay then. So I'll do that off camera, and that should save us a bit of time. Okay then, so there was a slight little bit of a change plan. We have I have loaded up part of the one of the commando groups up on these helicopters, but some of the extra units have had to come along in trucks. But we've got anti-tank and scouts and a pretty sizable force that can be dropped. And then we just have some more sections in these. I believe these are empty, yeah. And also what I did is I put one commando company down here, and there's some more here ready to be picked up, just to strengthen this side of it all up. And there we go. So we are ready to begin, and that will be in the next part. So yeah, that's a wrap. This has been Tactical Panther. Thank you for watching. As always, over and out.